One of the meanings of the word inflation is basically that the average person, the average working person out there, you have too much money. You have too much money saved. It's okay if someone has $44 billion to spend on nonsense, but you have too much money. So what we have to do is we have to raise prices so that we can take some of your money because there's too much money in the system, although other people have $44 billion to waste. Now, inflation is that part in time where rich people make more money than they normally would. Prices go up, you make more profits. But I just want to show everyone how much you've been conned, because you keep being told that the economy is bad and inflation. And when Trump took office, inflation was, not inflation, unemployment was at 3.7%, somewhere around there. When he left office, it was hovering same area, 3.7%. Today, unemployment is still at 3.7%. So you have unemployment at 3.7%, and you have retail companies. And when I say retail companies, I mean luxury spending. People buying crap they don't need, going places they don't need to go. Because let's be honest, if people didn't buy crap they didn't need, no one would have a job. So again, our economy is based on luxury spending. So you have retail companies and luxury spending and profits through the roof. So we've got unemployment 3.7, record profits being made. So the economy is bad because, wait for it, people are working and people are spending. So we kind of need to slow down the economy and make things more expensive so that people would stop spending because they would have less to spend. Are you paying attention or no? In order to lower prices, we have to raise prices. That's pretty much what you're being told. But the truth of the matter is that inflation does a few things. And one of the things that it does is that it makes sure that we have rich people. Because like I've told you before, you can't have rich people unless you have poor people. How do you have poor people, ladies and gentlemen? You jack up prices. You make people spend more money on crap they don't need. And if you don't believe me that you're spending money on crap you don't need, how hard is it to buy someone a gift for the holidays? You know why it's hard to buy people gifts for the holidays? Especially children. Because you buy them crap all year long. So you're spending money on stuff you don't even need to spend money on. Now, there's not a mystery anymore as to why the wealth gap is as large as it is. It's not even a mystery. If you don't understand that you're being taken advantage of, then I'm not sure what to tell you. But I'll give you another example, because people like to bring up the 401ks, people's retirement, which is kind of funny because only about, I think, a little under 40% of Americans actually have a 401k. But to those people who do have a 401k, I'm sure they are very concerned with it. So they keep being told that your 401k is in the hands of a president who doesn't know what he's doing, so it keeps falling, except for the fact that, once again, companies are making record profits. Like I like to point out on social media, the stock market goes up, it goes down on a daily basis. No legislation passed, no policies changed. It just goes up and it goes down. It doesn't care who is on. Wall Street plays by its own rules. If you don't understand that by now, something is seriously wrong with you. And yes, the government does jump. Well, people who try to do the right thing in the government jump in, put regulations, try to keep things on a level playing field. But that's not what actually goes on, let's be honest.
But if we go back to the inflation thing, I want you to listen to it. I'm going to sum it up for you right now. The economy is bad because people are working, people are spending, record profits are being made. So we need to cool off the economy, slow it down, so that we can lower prices. But in order to lower prices, we have to raise prices. Now, this is a part of the argument where somebody goes, oh, it's supply and demand. That's what it is. It's supply and demand. Supply and demand is bullshit. You keep demanding lower prices. Tell me who's supplying it. I'll wait. There's no such thing as supply and demand. First off, you cannot demand something that's not being supplied. You can scream your head off and ask for it, but if it's not being supplied, you're not getting it. But you know the crazy thing is, you actually can supply something that's not being demanded. Certain people don't make money where you think they make the money from. They actually make the money from something else. They have you believe that they make it from something like car sales when they really make it from a carbon credit. But anyway, this is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Inflation in a nutshell is you can't have rich people unless you have poor people. And in order to do that, you need the successful poor people. That's you people out there who think you're doing good in life because you have a house and you have cars and you have nice clothes, and a lot of you are busting your ass 70, 80-hour work weeks to do it. That's not success, ladies and gentlemen. Long hours is not success. I don't care what anybody tells you. Does that make any sense to you? If you work 70, 80 hours a week and you bring in over $100,000 a year, you're making the same amount of money as someone who works 40 hours a week and brings home $50,000 a year. Think about it. Like I've told you guys before, our economy, our financial market system, it's all completely made up bullshit, and it's all designed to do exactly what it's doing right now. And until everybody starts to realize that, it's going to keep doing that. You know why? Because like the title of this video right now, what is the definition of insanity? Doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And that's what everybody keeps doing. So you guys keep doing you. Keep thinking you're successful, and nothing will change.